Byron Bay to pick up a factory turbo 80 series GXL, apparently. The guy called me or messaged me something about a week ago. He's been umming and ahhing whether he wanted to sell it or not, but we're going down there today. He reckons we're going to come home with it, so we'll see how we go. So this is how I've kept the cost down building this thing, because I just keep buying cars that are complete and have heaps of cool stuff on them, and just using the parts for this. So I bought this, it's a 1HDT manual, it runs and drives, it's still registered, but it's just really untidy, so it's just suits wrecking out. I'm going to keep the Superior remote res shocks, all the Superior suspension that's underneath it, put it on my car. It's a bit higher lift as well, so I might get an inch lift or something like that. Always looking for a little bit more length, aren't we, boys? This bull bar is going to go on a mate's car. The rear bar, it's going to go on another mate's car. I'm going to steal these jerry can holders from mine though, because they just bob onto the tyre carrier. I'll keep the wheels, who knows, I'll put them on something. I'll just add it to my wheel collection. More little things over there somewhere. And sell the rest of the bits off. I've sold the engine, gearbox, transfer case and rolling chassis. The guy's going to put a 40 series body on that, so that'll be pretty cool. And yeah, still got the whole body to wreck out, make a bit of money back. If there's any other cool stuff on this, I'll put it on my car. But yeah, that's how I do it around here. That way I'm not buying brand new parts all the time. Oh, this has got a long range tank too, so the long range tank is going to be going in there as well, because I've only got one fuel tank in that car, and 2 fuel tanks is better, especially long range. So yeah, aim today is to get this body off. Actually got a bit of alright stuff on it, this thing. Just noticed, it's pretty dirty, but it's a Superior steering rod. It's got good Superior drag link. It's got all the flame extenders and stuff, we'll flog all those too. Still got the good Superior remote res shocks, but they're bloody filthy. Probably still put them in my car though. It's got adjustable panhards front and back as well, which my car doesn't have those, and long range tank. Pretty stoked about that. And this full rear bar. Yeah, underneath it's actually not too bad. Oh, Geordie and Cam are down here giving me a hand stripping this heap of junk. It's nearly body off time. Like in half an hour this body will be up in the air and the chassis will be on the ground. Now we get to see what we forgot to undo.
Put it in gear so it sticks straight. I'm pretty sure we have it. Alright. I was struggling against with yeah, gear picker cell. Yeah, put it up.
If the bolts are too tight, make them not tight.
We're at steering time, we don't know. Yeah. I reckon we just hook that shaft back up. Hold the digit.
We'll give it, if all else fails, use a 1 metre long extension and give it all the ugger-duggers. Good to go?
Yep. Holy! Yeah, reposition. Go again. There we go.
Yeah, that got it. Righto, let's go. Blade's seen better days, but you know, you get that. Alright, we're going up now?
Yeah. Let me get a record now. You ready?
Stay with me.
Ready, go.
Yeah, I forgot to undo the handbrake cable. Oops.
Yours got up 4K and nothing connected to it. The gear stick came out with the 4. Nah, you sort it out. Fine. Yep. Just about 5. About speedo. I'll really have another. We'll go down.
Sometimes you forget things.
Another little quick video.
So heaps of JDs have been had, and we've come up with a bright idea. So we're going to unbolt the seats out of that thing that's on the hoist, and like, I don't know, strap it to there. And we're going to drive this as it is, because why not really? It's a bit funny. A bit of a full drive.
Road testing out of.
So we've got the radiator just sitting there. It's held in by the really strong things of the radiator hoses.
Goodness, starter trigger.
And batteries, it's strapped in there. And we've got some jumper leads to start it. And then,
Oh, we should make that shit.
yeah, we're gonna take it for a drive.
Take it up.
Well, we're about to go for a drive. We've got nothing for a throttle cable, so we've just got a bit of fuel hose. Does the job.
Sounds good to me.
Julie's driving.
We need to put this round this way. Like that. Go now? Go now? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it works.
I like how it snaps full noise.
That works. Alright, you ready to go?
That's full noise.
Alright, you ready to go?
You want to swerve away from it?
Just swerve away from your...
Once it starts, I'll steer it, then we'll pull a gear.
On.
Where's the power wire when I pull off? Yeah, tie something to it. So I can pull it off in case of emergency.
Just put your foot on the brakes, man.
Oh, I've got to jump off and let it ride away. Well, anyway, steer this way. See you later. Wheel stop in the way. Alright, well, goodbye.
See you, mate. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing, mate? Good to go?
Oh, yeah. Off you go.
Take it in for a ride.
I'll make that work. Come out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Off here, mate.
The end of the road for this thing. Send it out to the graveyard up the back and keep it for whenever I need spare parts. Poor old thing. So the next job to do on the 80 is a lot of good suspension parts in this chassis over here. I've stripped the back part of it out. I've sold the chassis to a guy that's going to put a 40 series body on it. So basically just got to get all the stuff out of this and put it into my car and put all the stuff out of my car back in there. So I started stripping some of it out. It's got, I think they're 4-inch flexi coils. I'm going to check the part number on them. There's all like the adjustable control arms and panhards and coil retainers. Also a long range tank, which is cool. But while I was getting the stuff out of this, I've actually got a car on a hoist at the moment. Well, it's not on the hoist, but it's sitting where the hoist is. And I thought, stuff it, I'll just do this with a jack. And I jacked this car up, had this wheel just off the ground, shocks are out. Went to go pop the coil spring out. The coil spring's just there, it's stuck there now. And the car fell on my arm and broke my arm. So I spent yesterday at the hospital. Luckily it's only a small fracture and I've just torn the bicep. So got to wear this stupid sling for 6 weeks and I don't think I'll be fixing this anytime soon. I certainly won't be driving it because it's a manual. And my left arm doesn't work that good at the moment, so what a fail. I think some of the boys are going to come around Thursday and give me a hand, get all this stuff done because I've got that chassis going on the weekend. But yeah, fail of the day. You may as well have a bit of a laugh at my expense because I think it's pretty funny, but yeah, here I was jacking up the chassis with the trolley jack, went to go flick the coil out and bang, there she goes, straight down on my arm. And there's me running around, have a bit of a sook. But yeah, next time, use a jack stand or use the hoist and don't be a lazy bugger. Well, I'm still a cripple. Good old Birchie's over here. We're taking everything out of this chassis here. 80, I bought a while ago. DT, manual, heaps of good suspension stuff in it. I haven't stripped any of the front stuff yet, but it's got superior motor shocks and superior steering arms, panhard, drag link. I had all the stuff in the back, what he's taken all that out. Bert's is over, give him a hand. I've only got one hand to give him, but he's got 2 working hands, so that's good. I'm getting all this stuff into here. Because I can't do it. And the guys come and pick this chassis up on the weekend. So if I don't get it done, then I won't get any of this stuff. So yeah. Cheers, Bertie. So yeah, that's what's happening on the 80. It's on the hoist, like it should have been before I broke my arm. But I was being too lazy and didn't want to put it on there. Alright, we're on.
Jordo's undoing the brake line.
Yeah, Jordy's undoing the brake line.
Wraparound.
And doing something. You're getting the last couple of bits of this thing. Bertie's over here. Getting this brake line off. She's a bit stretchy. It's not having a good time, the existing brake line.
Getting shit done.
Yeah. Well, you're not meant to swear, mate. No swearing. No swearing. I don't know how to beep it out. I'm not that good yet. And all the good suspensions in the back of here. Still got to do the remote resi mounts, but that shouldn't be too hard. Bit of a fail. This long range tank, which I was super excited to get in because I love long range tanks, doesn't actually fit this tow bar on the Kmart rear bar. It sits too far back. Most of the other bars, I'm going to try and hold this in my gummy arm. Most of the other tow bars go all the way back here. This one sits back there and it's part of the whole rear bar. Yeah, it doesn't fit, so it's pretty spewing about that. So no long range tank today. I might have to go buy a brand new one. I don't even know what brand that is, but I'll have to go buy a brand new one. The one that actually fits with these Kmart bars, but all the good Superior gears under here now. 4-inch flexi coils. All the other adjustable arms and whatever. So I left all the bolts loose until the wheels are on the ground. It's sitting at ride height. Once they're all at ride height, we'll do up all these kind of bolts here, panhards and everything else, upper and lower control arms. That way we're not wrecking the bushes by tightening up the cross tubes at the wrong time. So yeah, it's all happening tonight. And we haven't even broken any arms tonight, or done it. Oh yeah, yeah. We've still got some other dodgy stuff to do, but we haven't broken.
That's a good mix.
We haven't broken anything yet, so we'll see how far we go. Who knows what's going to happen. Haven't been up here for a couple of days. Been resting my arm, but yeah, the boys came out with the other night. Put all the suspension in. Still got to get some remote res mounts from the top there and mount those reservoirs for the shocks. A few other little jobs to do. Sway bar extensions. Got to get some radius arms, diff breathers. Found a wheel bearing no good. Still got to bleed the brakes and a few other bits and pieces. Spewing this long range tank doesn't fit. We tried fitting it, but it doesn't fit with the Kmart rear bar, so do something about that. Got to wire up all those rear lights in the Kmart bar as well. And now that it's a bit taller, I don't know what lift this is because it's second hand, but I'm guessing it's about a 4-inch lift. I'm considering taking those wheels and tyres off and giving these things another go. Last time I put them on, I wasn't a big fan because they stuck out the guards a little bit. I like the wheels to be inside the guards. One, because it's legal, but two, you're not flicking crap up all side your car everywhere. So, yeah, I might give them another go. I can't really do much bolting on of them at the moment because my arm's cooked. But, yeah. Oh, I didn't even realise until I came back in here. So when the car dropped, this is the corner that dropped on me. I actually broke the flare. Well, that mount there is broken. And you can see it's sitting off there, big gap. So I'm going to have to take that flare off and try to see if I can repair it. I can live with that little crack there, but yeah, it's just such a mission to get that flare off too. Fridge has got to come out, fridge slide out, cargo barrier out, drawers out, and then get that side plate off. Then the compressor and amp and everything's in there as well. It's got to come out so I can get to the couple of nuts for the flare. So it's probably the worst flare in the whole car to get off. But of course it's the one I did myself on. Anyway, get that on the big jobs. Yeah. Looking for some radius arms. It's going to go Superior, but I'm looking at those long arm kits you can get. I'm going to have to do a bit of research today and see if those longer radius arms are going to fit on this car. And if they do, I'm probably going to go get myself some of those, I reckon. Just for something different. So I bolted these Dirty Life wheels on. Well, I got my mate to bolt them on for me because I've got a broken arm. Looks heaps better with a wheel on the back. Can't really get the best view there with the hoist there, but can't really drive it at the moment. Bigger lift, bigger tyres. Looks heaps better. We'll wait for the double jerry can holder to come back. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Still not 100% sold on these wheels and tyres. I mean, they look pretty cool, but they do stick out just a little bit. But I'm going to cycle the suspension, see if they fit. If they fit everywhere without rubbing, then I guess they can stay on the car. So there are heaps of cool ones getting built at the moment, but I'm going to make mine the best. Well, that's what I'm hoping for anyway. It already looks pretty cool. I've got to get some spotties on the front there somewhere. But it already looks pretty cool. It's got a good stance. It's tall enough. I'm happy with that. I don't want to go any higher. I just want it to drive really nice on-road and off-road. I want to be able to treat it like crap and have it not break. Nothing's worse than going away somewhere and having to fix it on the side of the road or in a camp. So I'm just going to over-engineer everything. Just make everything as tough as I possibly can, put the best parts in it. That way, when I treat it like crap, not if, but when I treat it like crap and I'm somewhere away, there's less likelihood of it breaking. I'm sure stuff's still going to break. If anyone can break it, I can. But we're going to, just go overboard. See how we go. So, yeah, that's the next build on this thing. Poor old thing, I haven't driven it for a while.